All right, we are live. Good morning, good Sunday morning to you. That's right, live from New York. My name is Michael, and I'm here from Happy English, and I'm so glad that you could join me this morning for this live English lesson. I just came back to New York yesterday from my vacation in Japan. I had a great time. It was a little bit too short, but I had a really wonderful time. I would like to say thank you, a quick thank you to Naho for coming out to see me, and Noriko to see me in Nagoya, and Yukari and her family who came out to see me in Osaka, and who else? Asuka and Yuki and Miho and David, my buddy David, got to see him, and Sean. Wow. Quick trip, but it was very, very great. Thanks to everyone who I could see there in Japan. And if you are in Japan now and I didn't see you, maybe we can hook up next time. That would be fun. All right. Well, this is another live English lesson. Oh, I almost forgot. If you would like to get free English lessons and no junk mail in your email box, all you have to do is visit right here, myhappyenglish.com/members, myhappyenglish.com/members. Give me your email address and your first name. That's all. And I'll send you free English lessons by email. A lot of new and interesting email English lessons coming up from this month, which is the middle of February now. And I got home yesterday in New York, and it was snowing. I mean, it wasn't snowing, but there was snow on the ground. I can't believe it. Probably about 30 centimeters of snow on the ground here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But it's good to be back, and it's good to be back here. Good to be back here at Happy English for this live English lesson. Let me just say a quick hello to everyone who's watching here on YouTube. Deriochi. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Hello, Fabrizio. Good morning, Fabrizio from Italia. Hello. Tanner, Dora. Hello. Tran. Yokoshi-chan from Osaka. I was just in Osaka. Tahani. Hello. Virginia. Ives. Thanks for joining me here on YouTube. Thanks to everyone who's on Periscope right now. Put my glasses on, otherwise I can't see that. Hannah Betty, hello. Rafa Max 24 joined on Periscope. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining me on Facebook. I'm sorry, but Facebook doesn't show me your name, so I can't say hello to you personally. I wish I could. Fabian from Argentina. Hi. All right, let's get right to it, shall we? Let's get right to hello from Kurdistan with two characters that I cannot read. I'm sorry. Okay. So, here's the meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes of today's lesson. If you watched my lesson 2 days ago live, you would know what that means. The meat and potatoes, the most important part. All right. And I'm glad that Fabrizio is here because we had to talk about among and between before. What's the difference between among and between? And then we're going to look at how do you reply if someone says, do you mind if I? Do you mind if I? I don't mind. Do you mind? And then I want to talk about ain't. Ain't. Yep, that's right. I said it. Ain't. It's the word that most English teachers here in America hate when people use. But I'm going to show you how to not use it. Wait. I'm going to show you how to not use that word. That's right. That's what I'm going to do. All right. First off, I need a cup of Joe. Cheers. All right. Let's take a look at among and between. Do you know the difference between among and between? Basically, it's like this. The pen is between, there it is. The pen is between my fingers. It's between my fingers. When we see two clear things, we can use between. the pen is between my fingers. But when we use among, the object that we're talking about is sort of inside a group of things. And we don't think of that group as separate. So I could say the pen is among my fingers. Maybe a better example would be the tiger is among the trees in the forest. There's many trees and we don't see exactly, we see them as a group, not as separate things. That's among. The pen is among my fingers. But the pen is between my fingers. Between is spelled with a T. B-E-T-W-E-E-N. The number 2 is also spelled with a T. T-W-O. Between two things. Okay? That's the difference between among and between. All right. Do you mind? A lot of people get stuck with this. Here's an example. You're at a cafe, somebody's sitting down having a cup of joe, or you're sitting down and somebody says, "Excuse me, do you mind if I sit here?" Do you mind if I sit here? Okay, what does it mean? Do you mind means, is it bad? Is it bad? Is it bad if I sit here? No, not at all. Please do. Do you mind? Maybe your English textbook and your English teacher in high school or junior high school taught you that you should answer to "do you mind?" yes or no. But don't do that. Okay? Don't answer yes or no. Answer with some kind of a phrase and a face that will help the other person understand you. Okay? That's the best way to answer, "Do you mind?" Do you mind if I sit here? Oh, please, have a seat. Do you mind if I use this chair? Please, go ahead. Yes, use the chair. That's a better answer. Sorry, do you mind if I sit here? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm waiting for one of my friends. Do you mind if I use this chair? Actually, somebody's coming in a couple of minutes. Very, very clear. Which is much more clear than this. Hey, do you mind if I sit here? Yes. Huh? All right. So for native English speakers, that's usually how we answer. We answer with a phrase. Do you mind if I sit here? Oh, please, have a seat. Do you mind if I sit here? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm waiting for my sister. That's how we answer, my friends. Do you mind? Okay? What else do I want to tell you today? Oh, ain't. Oh, my God. I remember one of my high school English teachers who would freak out when people use the word ain't. Ain't. What does that mean, ain't? You hear that in movies all the time. I ain't going to go. I ain't going to go. Jack's having a party. I ain't going to go. Ain't means the be verb not. And it could mean I am not, or you are not, or he is not. And I did some research a while ago and I found out that like 300 years ago, ain't was perfectly acceptable in spoken English. People apparently in the 1700s, people used ain't all the time. And then it became, oh, that's terrible, don't use that. But then, in the 20th century, it made a comeback, kind of like Star Wars. And so, ain't is, you hear ain't all the time. Is it correct English? No. So, if you're writing an essay for the TOEFL, for example, or you're in school studying English, I wouldn't use ain't, okay? But, and in a conversation, it has sort of a nuance like, oh, the person that uses ain't is a little bit uneducated, maybe. But you hear that all the time, and it's good to know. I think slang is good to know, not necessarily good to use. But the way it's used is like this. You could say, Jack's having a party, and I don't like Jack. So I could say, I ain't going to go. I ain't going to go means I am not going to go. And Tom ain't going to go either. He ain't going to go. We ain't going to go. So ain't is used in every person. So first person, I am not. You are not. Second person, third person, he or she is not. But we don't say she is ain't or something. She ain't going to go. I ain't going to go. You ain't going to go. We ain't going to go. And that is how we use ain't. Or that's how we don't use ain't. So the English teacher in me says, hey, don't use ain't. But the New Yorker in me says, if you hear that, in a casual conversation with your friends, it's perfectly normal to use. Let me say that again. In a casual conversation with your friends, in a casual conversation, it's okay. Do you want to go have lunch at that restaurant? I ain't going to go there. That restaurant is too expensive. It's okay to use that in a casual conversation with your friends. Did I say with your friends? Okay, good. Just want to make sure that I said that. And if anybody downloads this video and edits it and then re-uploads it without that disclaimer, I'm going to be in trouble. Oh my God. So that's how we use ain't, or that's how we don't use ain't. And hold on, there's a great comment on Periscope from Yalchin. Yalchin from Istanbul. Like we say gonna, but we don't write it. That's correct. Oh my God, Yalchin, thank you for reminding me. Please don't write that. Do not write ain't. If you're doing your homework for school, or, oh my God, in a business situation, please do not use ain't. Especially do not write it. All right? Ain't is used in casual, informal conversations between friends. That's it, my friends. All right. Do you mind if I wrap up this lesson? Okay, let's do that. So, do you mind? Again, if somebody asks you, hey, do you mind if I sit here? Don't answer with a full sentence. Don't answer with a word. Answer with a sentence. Something like, hey, do you mind if I sit here? Sure, go ahead, I don't mind. Or, do you mind if I sit here? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm waiting for my sister. That's a better way to answer. And then we looked at the difference between among and between. When something is between, it's between two things. The pen is between my fingers. There it is. There it is. When something is among, it's surrounded by a group of similar things. The pen is among my fingers. All right, that's the difference. Before we go, let me just say that I'm going to publish the schedule for this coming week's live English lessons. I'm going to do a live English lesson like this every day from now. I missed a couple of days last week because of my vacation, but I'm back. And I'll post that schedule later on social media, probably send an email. And speaking of emails, if you would like to get English lessons free in your email box, no junk mail, just go to myhappyenglish.com and hit members, and you'll get that. All right, that's our time for today. Thank you so much for joining me here on YouTube and Periscope and Facebook. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow right here at Happy English. There it is. All right, bye, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks.